on, y'all? Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Knicks lose a close one. Knicks lose a close one. 111-106 to the Indiana Pacers, game three. Another nail biter, man.
Facts.
I will say this. Um, Shout out to both teams. Like they giving the fans what they want. You
Facts.
know, they giving the fans what they want. Hard nosed basketball. Um, you know, you can't ask for more than this. I mean, win or lose, you can't ask for more than this. You can't.
Facts. For sure. I mean, I have mixed feelings, right? Because I'm sad that we lost.
Right.
Um, I'm angry that I feel that there weren't uh calls made that should have been made,
Hmm.
or the wrong calls made. I think it wasn't really officiated evenly, which we expected with them, going to the league with so many missed calls, so they say. But then I'm very optimistic because they needed all of that plus a miracle shot to beat us. You know what I mean? So
Right.
even against all odds and everything stacked against us, it still was a good damn game that we should have won because we did have the lead. You know what I mean? So I expect us to bust
Hmm.
ass on Sunday.
Well,
We gonna stay right there.
listen. I kind of agree, right? But at the same time, it's like you said, right? Um, going. We had the lead. We had all the momentum.
Yep.
All the momentum. We snatched the life away from them.
Yep.
Even with a hobbled Jalen Brunson.
For sure.
No OG. You know, because when it's the other way around, there's all these excuses.
Right. Right.
You know, when it's all these other players, the Sixers, the Indiana, is all these excuses people make, but when it's the Knicks, it gets thrown
Silence
under
is
the rug.
crickets.
It's crickets, it's silence. They throw it under the rug. Nobody wants to talk about it.
Right. And
My
even
bad,
today,
y'all.
even
My bad, y'all. Before we even go anywhere, shout out to the people in the chat: Matt, Marlon, Matthew, uh, Michael Brown. I'm not gonna even acknowledge people that don't, fuck with us like that. Dudes just be coming out of the woodwork, so I'm not gonna even acknowledge none of that. But
but if y'all want to
um,
talk, we are gonna put the link in the
yeah,
chat.
yeah,
So if
yeah,
y'all want to
yeah.
pop shit in the chat, then pull up because we with the shit tonight.
Yeah, like we can listen. Even with a hobble team, they still
Depleted.
depleted Nick team, a depleted Nick team. We still went down to the wire with a team that is fully healthy.
Right. And you know what's
You know what I
crazy?
mean?
Going back to what you said before you started giving the shout outs, how, when it comes to us, there's never excuses about people
No.
missing and people being hurt.
Hmm.
Because even Doris today on the commentating, which I can't stand listening to her, she irks my soul. You know, Clearly Jalen Brunson's not right, but he's playing
Right.
through whatever's going on. We don't even know what's really going on. You know what I mean? And all you
Hmm.
hear her, oh, Halliburton spasms on his back. Oh, he's limping. Oh, bro,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
give a
yeah,
fuck. Everybody
yeah,
hurt.
yeah.
You ain't say
Word.
shit when Dante limping. You ain't say shit when Hartenstein damn near spent a whole play on the floor. You ain't saying shit about clearly Jalen Brunson can't hardly run. And I think that's why a
Word.
lot of his shots were off today because he was putting more muscle into it than normal because his legs wasn't right. You know what I mean? Like when you play ball, your legs got to be right. But you making excuses preparing for them to lose. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's nonsense. Like be fair with it.
Nah, and that's the one thing that it's very the media is very biased towards the Knicks. The fans are very biased towards the Knicks. It's evident that there's if you missed a 78 calls, we missed 1,000.
Facts.
I want to say that if the referees missed 78 calls for y'all, we missed 1,000 because Jalen Brunson gets abused every time he gets that rock.
Bro, and
He
not
gets
for nothing,
abused, bro.
Neesmith today was hacking. Hacking.
Hacking, hacking, and getting away with it. No complaints, no nothing. Jalen, yo, we keep playing. We keep going down to the wire. They went up by 11. We went up by 11. I mean, by 9 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
And listen, it didn't go our way today. It actually almost did because Jalen Brunson hit the three, and
Yep.
we went. Like it
And
was
they
it
hit that
was
lucky ass three. That
they
three
hit
was
that
lucky
lucky
as
ass
fuck.
dude. That shit was lucky because he ain't know what to do. He just threw that shit up.
And that's what
So,
keeps me
eh,
in good spirits, knowing that y'all really can't fuck with us. You
no,
know what I'm
listen,
saying? Jalen
listen.
was off, but when you looked at the post game, if you haven't looked at it, they look pissed. And you know
No,
what a
yeah,
pissed Knicks do.
yeah. Let me tell you though. And they mad at themselves, and I think
Absolutely.
they should be mad at themselves. You know why they
Absolutely.
should be mad at themselves? I'm gonna tell you why. Because not only did we have the lead going into the down the stretch in the fourth quarter,
Mm-hmm.
but we missing free throws again.
Yep.
Missing free throws that
Yep.
killed you down the stretch. Missing layups that y'all normally make.
Yep.
Y'all normally make these layups.
That's
Y'all
why
was
like I'm
missing them.
not that's why I'm not like so pissed at the refs. I'm mad at the refs. But again,
Yeah.
it was our game to lose and we lost it.
And we lost it. We lost it. We could have been three up. We could
Yep.
be up 3-0 right now if we hit our free throws and we hit those layups that we normally make. Because
Yep.
Jalen Brunson, listen, as hard as a defense to Indiana and as hobbled as he was still getting to the basket.
Yep.
He just couldn't hit those layups.
Yep.
He couldn't hit those layups. You know, the fact that Dante DiVincenzo didn't touch the ball,
Yep.
who had the hot hand. If it
Yep.
wasn't for him, we would have been blown out.
Yep. Facts.
If it wasn't for Dante, we would have been blown out the box.
He was lighting it up today, and I hope he don't cool down with this day off.
The Josh Hart was off. Josh
Yeah,
Hart was off today, but he still
but he had a
listen.
hell of a lot of rebounds.
He had almost what
What,
19
like
rebounds.
17, 18 rebounds?
Hold up, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I got it right here. He um he had 18 rebounds, all
Yep,
defensive. He had four assists and two steals.
yep. He
10
still played.
points.
Even with little bit of points, he still was very productive um, for us. And big shout out to Deuce, who didn't look nervous today.
No,
And and
no.
big fucking shout out to Burks.
Oh man, let me tell you.
Staying
Listen,
fucking
wait, wait.
ready. That's what I'm
Let's
talking
let's
about.
let's talk about before we go there. Before we go there, the 16 or 22 from the free throw line. That's nasty work. That's nasty work.
Nasty.
And then nasty work. I mean, Jalen Brunson 4-7. I
Mm.
expect Prince of Cho.
He,
Precious is not
Precious.
really a free.
He's not a good free
He's
throw
not
shooter.
really. Yeah, and Josh Hart, you should knock these free throws down, bro. Y'all gotta do
Facts.
better. We gotta knock down these free throws because if we knock down these free throws,
We win.
this is a win game. This is
Yep.
game is won. There's no question, you know. But we fumbled the lead and we never got it back.
Yep.
They just gotta do better, man. Like
Yeah,
down the
because even
stretch,
down one, like that score didn't move for a while, and we missed a lot of layups.
we did.
We missed a
We
lot of
missed
layups, and then that fucking non-goaltending foul, that
Oh
non-goaltending
my
call, was
god.
should have put us into the lead. Even when it happened, I didn't need to see the replay. I knew right away.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. When that happened, I say, yeah, yeah, it's in. It's in.
Facts.
First of all, the goal. You talking about the goaltending on Dante?
I think it was yeah, it was the Miles
Because
Turner one. Yep.
they called a goaltending on Dante, which I thought was bullshit because
Oh
he
no, it
missed the
was not that
layup.
one. It was Josh Hart where Miles Turner blocked the ball. They didn't call a goaltending.
Yeah, yeah, that should have been a goaltending. But the one
Yeah,
on Dante shouldn't have been
on
a
Dante.
goaltending because that
It
was a
shouldn't
missed
have.
shot. That
Yep.
was a missed shot. He missed that shot. So that should have been a rebound next, bringing it down the other way. You
Yep.
know, but they're not gonna talk about none of that.
Nope.
They're not gonna talk about none of that shit.
They not
You
gonna
know,
talk about it, and we not gonna make excuses on it.
nah, we not. You know what? The Knicks failed. The Knicks beat themselves in this game, a game that they should have won. You
Yep.
know,
It give you
um,
deja vu to the first series. To be honest.
yeah, yeah, because like shout out to Fluke. You know, we lost game three in the first series. You know, um, but another thing that I will say down the stretch, yes, to Coach Tommy T, I like how he
I don't
gave
know if I'm
Burks.
froze or. Oh, okay.
Nah, you good, you good. I see you. Um, um, I know he gave Burks some minutes, and it was some good, decent minutes. He took full advantage of the minutes.
Yep, for sure.
He took full advantage of the minutes. I was happy to see that. Way to stay ready. He was 4 or 6 from the field, had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and a block. He ran it up
Yeah,
in
he did.
21 minutes. You know, we've been asking for the bench to play better, and they actually played much better today. But I will say that I feel like Coach Tommy T dropped the ball by not playing Precious though down the stretch. Defensively, he could have made an impact.
Yeah, I think rebounding wise, he would have helped a lot.
And not only that, but defensively, making it difficult for Precious. You know, I mean, not Precious Siakam.
For
My bad.
Siakam, yeah.
Yeah, man. Like when he played those minutes in the first half, it was impactful minutes. You know,
Yeah, it
defensively,
was.
he made an impact.
For sure.
He played 10 minutes in the first half, and in the second half, he played 11 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't enough.
But it wasn't. I don't think It didn't seem like enough though. He played 21 minutes, but like I didn't see him play. I don't think I saw him in the fourth quarter. When was it? The fourth quarter? Where was Precious? Why I don't see Precious? Oh, shit. Oh, this is weird. Why is it doing that? Yeah, see, because he didn't play Precious in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And even that, I still, being that we needed rebounding and all that, like either Precious or Sims, even Sims didn't even get enough minutes at all to me.
No.
Like, not enough to make an impact. Like, I feel like he could have made an impact.
See, he played 11 minutes in the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter, he didn't play not 1 minute.
That's
Not
crazy.
1 minute, yo. How you play 11 minutes in the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, you play none? None at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, that was kind of disappointing to me because I felt like defensively we was giving them a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
That third quarter, we ran it up on them.
We did, for sure.
You know, so I'm trying to find the game chart. Yeah, CB ran it up on him 32-22. Precious gets no playing time in the fourth quarter, and they run it up on us 26-16.
Mm.
Defensive. Defensively, he was giving them a prize. You think, OG, what up, Peter? Shout out to you, bro.
So they haven't ruled him out for Sunday, which is good so far, but they also haven't said much, which
No
is typical Knicks stuff, which makes me nervous. But he
word.
hasn't been ruled out. I think we'll know more tomorrow. From what I saw on the news of it, everything they said he did travel with the team. And they are treating him 3 times today to see what's going on. But they haven't even really said the severity of the strain. So I mean we don't
Yeah.
know.
Right now, I think it's just like day to day, right? Those
Yeah, they
times are
haven't ruled
tricky.
him out. And I think Woj said it today that if he doesn't play game 4, they fully expect him to play game 5. So I think
Um,
game 4 is kind of like
in the
here or
air.
there.
I don't think Coach Tommy T has enough trust in Jacob Top. It's just,
Yeah. I mean, I think fans need to, when it comes to like playing different players, we have to be really careful, right? Because you don't want to mess up the chemistry. And
yeah.
as talented as I think Jacob Toppin is, one, he didn't get enough playing time all season with us to be put into a situation like this. You know what I mean? I think not only would it be dumb for us, but it would be unfair for him, right? Because of course fans only see, what you produce in moments like this, right? And you don't want his
Hmm.
name to be forever tarnished in Knicks fans' heads because he didn't produce when he shouldn't have been put in that situation. You know what I mean? Now, if someone goes out and we have no options, then we have no options, right? But as long as we have bodies that have played together, um, during the season, I don't expect to see any of the guys that really didn't play. Um, and, unfortunately, we're banged up, and, that leaves us with a small rotation. But you got to put yourself in the best possible situation to win. And to me, putting those players in, even Burks was a gamble, but it worked for us, right? But putting those
Hmm.
type of players in is kind of almost waving the white flag to the opponent. And we're not doing that because we're not losers. You know what I mean? We're gonna put ourselves in the best position to win. Unfortunately, like the game was ours. There's no point to panic. You know what I mean? Like the game was
Hmm.
ours. We lost the
Yeah.
game, and the refs
Yes.
helped them win the game at the same time. So we're still in a good position to only take this to 5 games. You know what I mean? A little bit more rest for um for our
OG.
guys that are banged up, especially
Hmm.
Jalen. Um, but let's not forget the first series. This went exactly the same. They complained really bad in game 2. Game 3, the refs came out and fucked us over, and we still played a tight game.
Yeah, yeah.
We still took it the same way down the wire. And
We sure
then,
do.
you know what I mean? Game 4, we won. Then we went back and lost one, and then we won at their home. Hopefully, we don't do that back and forth, and we can win in 5. But I don't think it's need for fans to panic. Like, stay 10 toes down with these guys. Let's just be honest with ourselves. They haven't let us down all season. They haven't let us down. So just have faith in they're gonna learn from this situation. 100%. I have 100% faith in these guys. And again, I'm gonna repeat what I said in the first series. We only lost 4 games in a row twice all season.
Yeah.
Twice. In 82 games, we lost 4 games twice. Stay calm. We got this. We got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I agree. I think guys shouldn't people shouldn't panic. over one game. Um, I think that if we just gotta make minor adjustments. We can't go have 5 turnovers in the first quarter. Turnovers killed us early in that first quarter. We gotta take care of the basketball. Um, I think that in this game, there were certain times of the game, and I get it. You know, Jalen Brunson, you're the star of this team. 1A all the way. There's no doubt about it. You don't have there's nothing that you have to prove to us Knicks fans.
at
But there
all.
was certain but there was certain points of the game where you could have passed the ball off, bro.
Yeah, and then there was
You
that
know?
one play where I think he passed it too much. I think it was
Yeah.
like off of an offensive rebound. Precious got it, gave it to him. He pulled it back, went back into the paint, and then gave it to Precious. And I'm like, bro, you should have took the layup. Should have took the layup.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
should have took
yeah.
the
He
layup
gave
because
that
we
up.
know
Yeah,
Precious ain't
yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
Precious's first instinct is to look for somebody else. His first instinct ain't go up for that shot. So Precious held it a little too long and then tried to go up for it, got fouled, and then missed the free throws.
Hmm.
Missed one out of two. And I'm like, JB, you should have just took it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I also feel like this: if he truly is really hurt and can't give us more than he gave us today, then coaching needs to, and he's going to continue to play. So if he's truly hurt and can't give us more production than he gave us today, then and he continues to play on the rest of the series, then the coaches need to find a way to make him the decoy, right? Because they're even on one leg, they're trying to double team him.
yeah.
So we have to find better schemes to get the ball out the way we need to. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Or we need to find a way to, if the Pacers are going to continue to have Naismith on him, who's clearly a bigger body, who gave him a little bit of trouble today. If that's going to be the case, then we need to do like a double pick at the top to get him to be able to get into the paint in a cleaner manner instead of him trying to break through two defenders, which caused a lot of issues today, especially since he's not as explosive as he has been.
Yeah, I know that injury today. You see them hobbled up in the first quarter, and Coach Tommy T took them out with like 5 minutes left in
Yeah.
the game. Like you don't never see that. You
Yeah,
don't
but I
never
don't
see
think it
that.
was because he was hurt. I think they were trying to limit his minutes in the first half so that he could play a lot of the second half. And then
That
because
makes
I
sense.
think the plan was to have him play the majority of the second half, but when Deuce was out and they were playing good in the third, then it kind of bought him more time. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah. Nah, it was a tough game. It was a tough game for him, man. And shout out to Nee Smith. He played
Facts.
him
He
tough.
defended the hell out of him today.
No, he played him tough. He even though he was hacking, because
No, he definitely was
he
hacking, but
definitely was
I mean, if
hacking,
you're gonna
but
get away with it, you continue on until till you
until
can't
they
get
start
away with it
calling
no
that shit.
more.
But uh but he did a decent job on Jalen today, and I think that him being hobbled at the same time kind of had an effect on that.
No, for sure. Because I mean, we've seen him cook Naismith the first two games.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
cooked
yeah,
everybody
for
the first
sure.
two games. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I think it's more he doesn't feel probably comfortable to explode the way he did, and again that played a part in his shots being a lot more stronger because a lot of the shots he missed are shots that he would make.
yeah, that's a fact. But the 5 turnovers
Yeah,
killed him. The
for
five
sure.
turnovers killed him today, and the 4 turnovers by Josh Hart. Those
Hmm.
those those turnovers right there, yeah, crucial. You know, you gotta take care of that basketball, man. Like So far they've been playing real good basketball, but I think the turnovers are is what killing us today because our bench played decent. They gave us 24 points.
Yeah.
You know, Deuce gave us 10, Burst gave us 14. We needed that. Um, but if we make our free throws at the end of the day and hit those shots that we needed to make, which normally we make them,
Right. Right. That's why I'm like,
normally we
there's really no
make
need
them.
to like hit the panic button yet.
Yeah, yeah. Like I think that once I think maybe this day off is gonna be necessary for
Right.
them.
And then it's not even a travel day. We're there. So it's true
Yeah,
rest.
right. So they really get to rest a whole day.
For
Look at
sure.
the film. I want them to look at the film, and I want them to see every time they turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And what you got to do better to not turn that ball over.
Facts. Facts.
Because those turnovers, man, they start adding up later on, and take away points from you.
For sure. For sure.
Um,
But I did wanna kind of go on a little rant because
do your thing. Do your thing. You
Knicks
got the
fans
floor.
after game two were big high on Obi Toppin. Why he couldn't do this with us? Why he couldn't why he wasn't making them shots, why he wasn't playing like this and playing defense with us. What I said, he ain't show us shit that he ain't show us in the Knicks uniform. Cause today, what he showed us, not a
Nothing.
goddamn thing.
I ain't gonna
Two
hold you. I was one of
points.
those. I was
Two
one of those
fucking
guys.
points.
I was one of those guys that said the same thing though. But it's
No,
true though.
but like they was going off like oh my god, like we should have kept him. Like he would save our season. Nah, he ain't that guy. He had a good game, but it's not consistent for him to keep that shit up every game. It ain't in his DNA. And that's why he ain't cut for this team.
Yo, listen. I ain't gonna hold you. I was one of those guys that said it. I'm gonna take the L on that. I did say, listen, I don't understand why he's not, but he didn't play like that with us,
He didn't.
He didn't. He wasn't knocking down those open 3-point shots with us. He wasn't
I mean, there
grabbing
was a few
rebounds.
games when Randall was hurt that he played extensive minutes and he had 20-point games. So
No,
we
no, he
seen it.
did.
We
We've
seen it.
seen it. We've seen
But
it, but not consistently like that.
and look at today,
And look at
two
today.
points,
2 points in 19 minutes.
a negative
Yeah, that
17 on the floor.
nah, yeah. He definitely that's why he lost his starting spot in Indiana. I think he lost it
Right,
to Nee Smith.
right.
He lost it to Nee Smith. Because he was given the opportunity in the beginning of the season and
Yeah,
they gave him the starting spot.
yep, yep,
They gave him the starting spot. He lost it.
yep. So Knicks
So,
fans just need to be chill because it's like everything the Knicks have done in these last two seasons was one about talent, but more about the fit of the team and someone's work ethic. When you don't see someone develop in a certain amount of seasons, you have to cut ties with them, right? And there's been so many good players, and we can go to Tim Hardaway Jr. per se. He plays well in Dallas, right? But
mhm.
he's not showing anything in Dallas that he didn't show on the Knicks. And to be in the league for so long and not have developed into something better than what you were when you were drafted, then you ain't meant for us. You know what I mean? And I feel the same way for Obi. You haven't shown us anything different from when we drafted you. The same thing for RJ. He would show us glimpses of development and then get hurt and then go back to that player that he was when he wasn't good before he got to that point. You know what I mean? Before he started showing us those glimpses. And then you got to take when you see players like that, then you start questioning their work ethic, right? Like
Mhm.
because if you have the natural born talent, which clearly those three guys have, if you can't develop that, that means your work ethic ain't good. That means you're not putting in that work to make sure you get better. That means during the summer you fucking off instead of playing. And that's the difference between the guys we've let go, minus IQ, because IQ was a workhorse.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
the difference between all those guys that we have let go and the guys that we chose to keep, is the work ethic
Hmm.
and the fit for our team. Again, it doesn't take away from their talent, but if you can't develop in 4 or 5 years, then you really don't need to be on our team. And let's just be honest.
Nah, that's a fact. Um, we got a bunch of gym rats on this team, guys that work hard every day. I
Facts.
I was watching a podcast today, with John Starks, and the guys, and
It
it,
was hilarious.
it was hilarious, but but there was a point where Jalen Brunson was like, "Nigga, you wasn't going in the court every day. You wasn't working on your shot every day." And Josh Hart was like, kind of like, "Yo, man, why you like blowing me up?" Like he gave him the silent look. He gave him the silent treatment. Like, man, bro, like why you throwing me under the bus right now in a podcast like this? But other than that, I mean, I do agree. Like John, like Emmanuel quickly was he was a workhorse. He that was a guy that always stayed overtime just to get better. And you
Facts.
even seen them on the sidelines coaching players up and telling them where to be in certain spots. And I ain't gonna hold you. I miss Quick, but that's nor here nor there. Um,
Facts.
you know, those guys are not here for a reason. And the guys that we got here, man, like even with the players that are hurt and not playing, you see the effort that they putting in.
Yeah.
They putting in the effort, they putting in the extra time to get better. You can see it in the way they play. Like these guys are well coached. You
For
know,
sure.
and I really feel like if this team was healthy, like completely healthy, and there's no problems, bro, we running away with this, bro. Because
No, and
look
that's
at
a
how we
fact.
playing. Like, yo, look at how we playing right now. We almost won this game. It took them to down the stretch again. Listen,
Without our best
let's say,
defender and without our 25-point all star and without our center and a hobbled A1 player. And y'all could
and not only
hardly
that,
beat us. Y'all can't fuck
and
with us on daily. We
no,
built
and
different over here.
yeah, we are built differently. And one thing that I want to add on to everything you said, in every single game of the playoffs, we've been down 10 and better.
And always fight back.
Every single game we've been down 10 points and better, and we fought back and won six of them. We packed the fucking Sixers up. I don't give a fuck what any fan says about that fucking series. We packed y'all up, and we saying you gonna pack it. And then we
Yep.
came over, and then we came and beat Indiana in the first two games.
Yep.
And then both of those games, Indiana was up, and then Indiana was up most of the game, and we still
To
came
the
back
end of the game.
until the end of the game. But this is the thing that people don't never talk about. They always talk about how the refs.
Yep.
Everything is the refs, but not they're not making the calls, they're not making the fouls. But y'all not saying how all these teams, these two teams, have been up in every single fucking game.
Facts.
They
They
were
just
up in
don't
this
want to give us
game.
credit, and that's just it.
No,
That's just it.
yo,
And I need to send you the video, and I meant to send it to you earlier so you could watch it. But I forget even who even said it. But my homeboy sent me this video, and it was someone on one of the radio stations, sport radio stations, and he said, and I 100% agree because when you think about it, it makes 100% sense. He said the reason the Knicks don't get the credit that they're supposed to get is because for the media to give the Knicks that credit means that they're holding every other team responsible for themselves, right? So the Knicks are showing you that load management doesn't matter, that playing defense doesn't matter, that not having a fully
Start.
healthy team doesn't matter, that having no name guys doesn't matter. So if the media says that publicly, then they might as well say that all them super teams ain't shit. And he also said that they can't give Jalen Brunson the credit of being a superstar. No, he said, Jalen, you know why Jalen Brunson's not considered a superstar? Because he's not a diva like the rest of them. And I
Nah,
100% agree. Because that's
he's
the
not.
only reason. Y'all only think that he ain't it because he don't fit the script. He ain't that flashy. He just a hard-nosed, true point guard. He's what point guards are supposed to be. He's not that two combo guard. He ain't flashy. He not gonna have poster dunks on you. He not gonna do none of that. But he is what a point guard is supposed to be.
Talk
When you
that
think
shit.
of point guard, when you think of good point guards, and I hate to even
Talk that
mention his
shit.
name because of all the hard fought series we had against him in the 90s. But
Hmm.
when I think of a good true point guard, I'm thinking of a Tim Hardaway Sr. And Brunson is built that way. He's going to get his. He's a big body. He could bang with you. But this day and age and this this genre of players are built differently. And no one in the media other than Kendrick is willing to publicly say this is the route that it should be going. So instead of standing up for the right thing, they're discrediting him and saying shit, he's a fluke and all this bullshit they be saying. You
Crazy.
know what I'm saying? Instead of
Crazy.
saying the right thing. He may not be fun to watch to y'all because he ain't giving y'all highlights, but he's fun as fuck to watch when you look at a 6'2", probably 6'1" guy without his damn sneakers on, murdering everybody every night.
And listen, yo, shout out to you because that was a lovely rant. Um, yo, that rant was good. That was great.
And I'm gonna send you
That's
the
why I had
video when
to.
we get off the podcast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Send me that shit because I need to hear that because that was great. And it's so true, man. Like all you guys, and I'm surprised at Draymond Green, man. Like,
Bro, he's a fucking bitch. I'm gonna say that just
yo,
like that. He's a bitch. Cause how fucking dare
that's
you,
it.
bro? You
Yo,
gonna say Steph Curry still in the league? That nigga ain't been that nigga in a while. Let's just be honest.
listen, listen. It's just I'm surprised he even says these things. Like, you know, and the doubt that you guys keep having in him is crazy, bro. Like every time y'all say some negative shit, he come back and play extra better than the first time.
Facts.
Like, yo, like every time y'all come out, yo, at this point, I want y'all to keep saying wild shit.
Facts.
You know what? Keep saying wild shit. Draymond, Paul Pierce, Candace,
And
uh,
take that
uh,
fucking jersey off. Send that to a Knicks fan,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. Keep saying wild shit. Everybody that's down in the Knicks and Jalen Brunson. I want y'all to keep saying wild shit. Keep it up. Keep up the nasty work. As a matter of fact, applaud them. Applaud them for the nasty work. Because that's all y'all keep doing. Y'all using the Knicks for clicks. It's simple. It's simple. You know,
Nah.
it's simple. They
Bro,
are because listen, man. Like if nothing they say, there's only two people in the media. Two. It's Kendrick Perkins and Homegirl. What's her name? I always forget her name.
the black
Um.
girl that plays in the
Yeah. What's her
WNBA.
name? What's her
I,
name?
I have
Yes.
no idea. I know who you're
Yo.
talking
I
about though.
Yo, she and Kendrick Person, they be 1 and 2, 1 and 2,
Yep.
always on siding with the Knicks. They the only ones.
And
Everybody
Monica.
else,
And
and
Monica.
Monica, yeah, but Monica don't
Yeah,
count.
she's a Nick.
She's a Nick. She don't count. She's a Nick because anytime they say something about the Knicks, you see people, you see her, and they're not just Stephen A. She be giving everybody the side eye. So I don't
Facts.
include her, but everybody else: Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, Shaquille O'Neal, all these people just completely hate on the Knicks. But
Yep.
if Jalen Brunson was on any other team, oh my God,
Right.
the
Cause when he was on
glazing,
Dallas and Luca was out, y'all was glazing
yo,
him.
the glazing would be out of this world. They would be putting whipped cream and sprinkles and all that shit on it. They would be
Facts.
going in on it. But since he's a Nick, that doesn't fit. It
Facts.
doesn't fit.
Facts.
He hates Barkley hates New York with a passion. He hates us
I mean,
because
I
we
would hate
didn't
New York too if I had to play in a city like Philly. I'm just saying.
listen. You know why he hates us? He hates us because we didn't put him next to Patrick Ewing.
Cause
That's
we
why
swept that ass and
he
he made the
he
misses. He missed
listen.
the winning shot.
He wanted to play with Patrick. I guarantee you, deep down inside, he wanted to play with Patrick Ewing, and the Knicks never signed his ass. And that's why he has that hate for the Knicks. That's why a lot of these guys, a lot of these people in the media, they have hate for the Knicks.
It's
A
personal.
lot of
It's
them
not
is
about anything that we
personal.
doing right
No,
now. It's about
no,
shit from 50 years ago.
no. You see what they doing. They already talking trades. The season ain't even over yet. Bring in
Right.
Devin Booker. Let's trade Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and Josh Hart for Devin Booker. Like Devin Booker didn't just get swept. Like this is how bad it is for the Knicks.
Not
It's
only did he
terrible.
get swept, but like our guys can't put up the same numbers as him. Look at Dante tonight. Same numbers.
It
It's
is.
really annoying.
But you know what, Jermaine? I don't want him on my team. And any Knicks fan could call me delusional all they want. Yo, Kev, why you never want to star on your team? You're delusional. You're crazy. You're this. You're that. Listen. All the superstars are packed up right now. They all home watching the Knicks.
If this playoff run didn't teach you something, it should have taught you that big two, big three mentality, it's a wrap for that. Look at these young teams. It's about young talent that have well put together teams. Look at OKC. You would never think that they'll be as good as they are. Look at us without Julius. On paper, without Julius, just looking at it, without knowing how our guys have played all season. If you're just an outsider looking at the team on paper, we weren't supposed to make the plan.
Hell no. Hell no.
You know
Cause
what I
we missed.
mean?
Listen, we missed. We didn't have Julius Randle. We didn't have Mitchell Robinson. We didn't
We
have
didn't have
OG. But we could
OG.
keep fucking saying this shit. We were supposed to drop out of the playoffs completely. Completely drop out of the playoffs.
And it's not like we're a second seed of a conference that is just a whack ass conference. This was
No.
a fight to the last game of the series for half of the East. Actually, from us on down, from two down, the games were determined on the last day of the season. That this was a hard fought fucking second seed.
Yes. Like we fought hard to get where we at. Yeah, I know he actually did want to come to the Knicks.
But
That's
he
why he
ain't.
hates us. That's why Charles Barkley hates us because we never brought him here. He know damn well he wanted to play with Patrick Ewing. He know that shit. He could
Bro,
say whatever he want.
so after the Pacers win, they
I
they
changed that.
lifted
I
a
didn't even
banner
want.
in their arena that said beat the Knicks.
I'm telling you, yo, like,
They lifted
yo,
a banner into their rafters. They
wow,
that's sad.
that is sad. But listen, that's good because that just goes to show you, man, like what kind of pressure we putting on these teams.
Facts.
That they like, yo, wait a minute, these are not the same Knicks. This isn't. Wait a minute, hold up a second. No, 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 no. This team is different. This team is about that life.
No, and I think you know it by when you go on Twitter or X and you hear Boston fans scared to death to play us.
Yeah.
They,
Who was that
and I'm
Boston
talking
fan
about
that?
before yesterday's loss. They were talking about they hope that the Pacers can beat us because they don't want to see us.
Who was that Boston fan on the chat the other day that he
I don't
said,
know.
"Yo, oh, not a Boston fan. I think he was a Knicks fan that lived out in Boston or something like that." And he was like, "Yo, Boston fans are worried about y'all, man. They worried about the Knicks." And I said, "Well, they should be. Indiana's worried.
Oh
They're
yeah,
worried. Indiana was scared.
yeah.
Yo, they were
Because you saw the
scared. You
difference in the first half. You saw how Halliburton was like
talking
cheering,
shit.
like hyping himself up. Yeah.
Ah,
Second half, his ass got humbled real quick.
all that. He was silent. Then he was quiet.
Quiet.
Quiet. They shut him down. Dante DiVincenzo was going toe to toe with him.
Yep.
And they fucked up. They should have kept him the ball because he had the high hand all game long.
Yep.
He could have had an easy 50 points today. He
Yep.
could have had easy 50 points today, yo. Because he had the high hand. They wasn't fucking with Dante DiVincenzo. They
Nope.
wasn't. He was on one today. Shout out to him, man.
Facts.
He put us on our back with Jalen Brunson. You could see that he was in himself today.
Yeah, from early on you could tell.
Yeah, like he really put us on his back. You know
Yep.
what, Jalen? Got you.
Yep.
Yo, Jalen. Yo, Jalen. I got you, my
Yep.
Villanova brother. And he did one of these. He put him on the I got you, bro.
Yep.
Shout out to that man, bro, because the way he played today, man, like I'm telling you right now, we lost this game, but I'm still very positive.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm still like, yeah, y'all can't beat us fairly. Y'all can't.
Nope.
Y'all can't.
Nah,
Y'all
hell no.
can't. Y'all can't. Y'all can't. No team can beat us fairly. No team. Y'all either gotta injure our players or
Or
get
cry.
help. Because
Yep.
let me tell you something. Without the crying and the bitching, we rocking all these dudes, yo.
That's a fact. A hundred
We,
percent. 100%.
yeah. I don't care what announcer says. I don't care what none of these announcers says. We running on all of these teams.
Facts. With the team we have. A hundred
Yes,
percent.
I completely. I don't care if they call me delusional, crazy. Yo, this dude don't know what he's talking about. He's a cat. I don't care what you call me. I don't
I feel
care
like
what you
anyone
call
that
me.
feels any different and didn't watch Knicks basketball all season because I
No, man.
100% agree with you. Like, and not just talking from a fan's perspective, but when you see what we've done day in and day out, especially in these playoffs, like
Word.
all season we played with heart and we came back from deficits in the season, but nothing like you said what we've done all playoffs. Like, bro, no other series has been as fun to watch as any Knicks series so far, and
Nah.
in all the playoffs with all the talent that's still out there. And we talking
Yep.
the Denver mini series, like all the series. Everyone's all eyes is on us.
Yeah.
The
It
first
is.
two, the series one and this one, all you hear everybody talk about is us. They talk about, oh, okay, Minnesota up 2-0. but that's all you hear. But then the segment on the Knicks be fucking 30 minutes.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's why I said shout out to both teams. Because every single game, I'm up, my heart is beating.
Facts.
I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. What is about to go down?
You be
And
like
some way, some
celebrating and be like, what the fuck? And then, oh, and then,
oh, and then
oh
it's like,
shit.
and it's like, yo, we keep punching each other in the face to see
Facts.
who, and every time we punch them in the face, they come back and punch us three more times.
Right.
Then we go and then we hit them with the 10 combo. Then they come
Right.
back and hit us with an 8 combo. It's like, yo, it's back and forth nonstop pace of Nick basketball.
Right.
Like
And
back in the
again, you think
daytime.
about past teams, and these are all games we would have lost. We would have been out the first series.
Oh yeah.
We would have been
Oh yeah.
cooked by the Sixers with an
Oh
older
yeah.
team, a different
Oh
team
yeah.
that we had than we have right now. So that's
Nah.
what I'm saying. Like you gotta just I don't know what's going on with my phone.
Nah, you good. I see you
Gotta just
good.
enjoy the moment right now and just have
Nah,
faith. I don't. They haven't let us wrong before. They haven't let us wrong all season, like I said, and don't expect it to happen. This team is built different. Like the mental strength of this team, that alone. Let's just talk about their mental strength because, bro, not many players in this league is going 40 something minutes night after night after night after night and still being as productive as we are.
no, that's a fact. I completely agree. I don't, and with one star and a bunch of role players.
Yep.
Nobody wants to call Jalen Brunson a star, but we over here, he's a star to us.
Yep. So if they don't want to call him a star, so let's just if they don't want to call him a star, then we'll even hype up the team more. We doing all this
Word,
with all role players then.
word. Fuck it.
Now what can you say? That even
You,
makes our opponents look even worse. If that's the route y'all want to go on TV, we he ain't a superstar, he ain't a star, then we just busting people ass with a whole bunch of role players. I'm okay with that.
that's role players. You getting washed? The Sixers got washed up by role players. That's
Right. Like,
sad.
what do that say about the Sixers? That means y'all ain't shit with two All Stars,
Word.
an MVP, and two All Stars.
Bunch of role players saying y'all home packing.
And not in seven. Not in
No,
seven.
we could have did it in four,
Could have.
but you needed help.
A whole lot of help.
A whole lot of help. And you know,
Help and injuries at that.
and then
Help
we
and
come
injuries.
we come into this series with a bunch of role players. Take the first two games that we shouldn't have taken, but we took them, right? So they say we didn't
Right.
deserve those wins.
Right.
We didn't deserve those wins, Anna. Oh, Miss
Right.
Nix,
Because there
you
was
know,
78 calls when there weren't
that were
even
missed.
78 damn whistles blown. The whole 2 games.
I'm always gonna be firm on this. If y'all missed 78 calls, they missed 1,000 for us.
Jesus Christ.
Because if you fans and media outlets and if y'all want to be biased, then it is what it is, man. But over here, like we going all out for our players, for our team. We
Facts.
don't we it is what it is. We're not allowing y'all to down to how you say that? We're not allowing y'all to disrespect our team. That's it. Enough
Facts.
is enough, man. Cause y'all killing our guys, man. Y'all trying to discredit y'all trying to discredit everything they did all season long. Like they ain't work hard to get here.
Like we ain't the
You
second
know.
seed. Shit. Respect
Right,
that.
right. every single series y'all had us losing, and so far, we won a series and we up one
Right.
with a bunch of role players because
Right.
Jalen Brunson ain't a star.
He's a role player.
He's a role player.
And the
You
crazy
know,
shit is, if Julius was playing, they would say he ain't a star.
if Julius was playing, we'd be losing. We'd be losing.
Right.
You know, and that's just me being sarcastic.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because we'd have blown both these teams out in
Oh
four.
yeah, yo, we'd be up 3-0 right now comfortably. We'd be up 3-0 right now. We'd be having a whole different conversation.
Facts.
A whole different conversation because now they can't double team Jalen Brunson. That's what a lot of people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
If Julius Randle was playing right now, there's no way in hell they double teaming Jalen Brunson, bro.
Right. That's a fact. And I think
But
that's
that's
what people like. People fail to, when people talk, they just talk out their ass. Let me just say that across the board. Not only with
yeah.
Julius, but with the whole
But
team.
everybody,
Because like when with the roommate show and uh when Jalen showed Josh the clip of Jimmy Butler talking shit, right? And Josh was like, but why he mentioned my name? But why he mentioning me?
I
And then did you
was
hear him when
like,
he was like, nah, because OG would have been on that ass.
yeah,
Which is right.
yeah,
So you just picking names, talking shit to get clicks and likes and follows and shares and all this, but you're not really talking straight facts. Because if you was playing the Knicks, Jimmy Butler, OG's gonna be on you. Because who else OG gonna defend on your team? Your team is shit.
yeah, nah.
So it's the
Miami,
same thing. They talk about Randall, and it's like you downplay him, but y'all just talking out your ass. Like nothing you can say that if you're gonna downplay the Knicks in general, you're not backing it up with facts. You just talking out your ass. When we
yeah,
talk, we talking with facts. We could pull up video. We could show stats. Like we talking facts over here. It ain't no it's just because I personally don't like him. Nah.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? When I was hard on Randall, I was giving facts. Can
yeah,
nobody deny that shit? He was having a horrible season, and I backed it
hmm
up. But when he's having a good season or good games, you back that shit up with facts. People just talk to talk. They like hearing themselves talk. They like seeing their videos on social media. They like
yeah,
they like getting us Knicks fans riled up,
yeah.
and they just say shit that makes no fucking sense.
They use the Knicks for clicks.
Absolutely.
That's how they get Knicks fans to react. Like
Yep.
Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is the king of that. You know, want to get Knicks fans to react? Tell them that it's a fluke. Draymond Green too. Tell them it's a fluke. You know, and I knew he was gonna agree with that.
Yeah, because he's
And
an
I knew that.
idiot.
You saw how Kendrick Perkins got though.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Listen, man, I'm already ready for Sunday.
Facts.
You know, I'm confident in this team, whether OG plays or not. I hope he plays. That'd be nice. But if he
Facts.
don't play, I'm still confident.
Facts.
But I need Coach Tommy T to play Precious down the stretch more, because defensively he causes trouble, man. Like I get you want to put offense out there and we need buckets, but we also need defense because you
Yeah.
know we in that third quarter he made a difference.
Yeah, I think he didn't play him so much because I think Siakam played well against him. But I feel like maybe if we would have switched Hart to play Siakam and let OG play Turner. Turner's taller, bro, but Turner ain't shit.
Yeah, Turner. He was
Bro,
on one
Turner,
today though. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, I mean he played well, but like
Yeah,
if he gets the ball at the 3 point line, he's not gonna go into the paint. Like he's stuck there. He can't really maneuver like that. And so
yeah.
putting pressures on him ain't really bad for us. You know what I
They
mean? If
they
Precious
killed
is
us in
having
the
a
paint.
hard time with Siakam.
Yeah, they killed us in the paint today, 56-40. That was the big
Right.
difference. That was a big difference right there. We had them in fast break points, 20-15. Um, and we beat them with the bench points, 24-14.
hmm But look at one stat, and you know my favorite stat:
The
assists.
assists, right? Assists,
25
man.
assists, and we win. Today we
I,
only had 19.
yeah, I know. I kept saying it, man. Move the fucking ball, move it. And I
Like
feel like
we
Jalen
gotta get
Brunson
at
had,
least 25. All
yeah,
playoffs, when we hit 25 or more, we won.
they had 22.
hmm
They had 22. I feel like, you know, and I love JB, but I feel like that's where at some point in the game he kind of like dropped the ball. Um, what up, Nino? What's goody, y'all? What's goody, my guy?
And we haven't
I
said it
feel,
today, but hit the like button, y'all.
yeah, that's a fact, y'all. Hit that like button if y'all can share the YouTube, you know. Um, but I feel like who was we talking about? I
The
lost.
assist and JB. You said that's where he
Oh
could have did
yes,
better.
yes. I think he could have did better. I think there was times where Deuce was open in the corner, Alex Burke was open in the corner, even Dante, you
Yeah,
know, and he kind of like ISO ball, like, and I get
yeah,
it. I get it. You're the star of the team. You usually he makes those clutch shots,
yeah.
but when guys are open, hit them
Facts.
because you know you can trust these guys. These guys were they didn't shoot bad from the 3 point line today.
Mm-mm.
We shot we shot
37%. Oh no,
nah
51%.
51%.
51%. Yeah.
We shot 51% from the 3 point line. You got you know Alex Burks was 2 for 4. Deuce was 2 for 5. Brunson was 2 for 6. He's the only one that was really like you know off today from the 3 point line because that's
But
like
even his shots
a
were open. So I live with that.
yeah. And he did hit a clutch 3 point shot at the end of the game.
He did.
He did do that. He
And
did do
I
that. So
live
I
with
hope
3 point. I live with 3 point shots. If you're wide open, you take it. Especially if you're known to make them, you take them shits. Cause they gonna fall eventually. You know what I mean?
but
Maybe they didn't fall tonight, but how much you want to guarantee it's gonna fall come more games in the series?
see I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Only three oh no, Dante actually took 5 shots in the fourth quarter and missed. He only made one shot and it was a three. So he did kind of get the ball today in the fourth. He just didn't make them. I mean, he did have the open, the hot hand too going into the fourth quarter. Because in the fourth quarter is when he dropped 17 in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fucking game, man. I really feel like we had this game in the bag, bro.
We did.
We did, man. We had this game in the bag, man, because we was up going into the fourth quarter. We was busting their ass. They couldn't. We snatched their heart from them, yo.
Yep. This
We
is
did.
exactly what we said with Philly though. Game three, if you go back to our show after game three, we said the same thing.
He said, "Hey, Kev, you must have got at your little brother. He was quiet tonight. I'm glad you pulled his collar." JB made some bad decisions tonight, but he's human, y'all. Nah, that's a fact.
Facts.
It happens to everybody. You know, it happens to everybody. Everybody got, you know, that one game where, you know, Listen, it happened to him in the Philly game in the first two games
Facts.
in the Philly series where he
And then
didn't.
look at it, like even with a bad game, he gave us 20 something points. What he
Yeah,
gave us?
he gave us
26. The same thing as in
26.
Philly. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So if a
yeah,
bad game is gonna give you 26 points, shit, I take that. But I
yeah.
understand what you're saying because he did make some bad choices where we could have scored on some stuff. But you also have to look at down the stretch. Them layups that he missed,
Those
those
were
were
crucial,
those are
man.
shots that he
Crucial.
makes on a every
Always,
game.
always. Them shits be
So
butter.
it's like, okay, you kind of live with that shit, right? Like, all right,
Hmm.
again, he doesn't have many bad games back to back. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, and then when you look at him on the post game, he looks pissed. And we know what a mad Jalen Brunson is gonna give you next game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So you
That's a
just
fact.
learn from it. You take it. Let me say this: I'd rather take a loss like this now than in the fucking Eastern Conference Finals. Let's say that. You learn from that shit now before we get
Yeah, yeah. And learn that shit now for the next game.
Right. Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
like go back tomorrow, look at every piece of film that you get and study that shit down to the T.
Facts.
And I want y'all niggas to shoot your free throws.
All
I'm
night.
us
All
all
night.
night, all night, hours, free throw line time. Every single one of y'all, even the ones that don't play.
Yep. Because you might
Like,
have to.
yeah, man, we can't keep beating ourselves with 3 points, man.
Facts.
Like those missed free throws were crucial free throws. You make those free throws, this game doesn't go down the way it goes down.
No, we would have won by one.
Yeah, yeah. So we gotta make free throws. We gotta do better at finishing at the basket, and we gotta do better at protecting the ball.
For
Can't keep
sure.
turning the ball over. We gotta protect the ball. And I know that's from you know being tired and stuff like that because of the heavy minutes or whatever. I understand it, but you still gotta fucking protect the ball,
Absolutely. No, for
especially
sure.
in the
And we know it's
playoffs.
doable because let's just be
Yeah.
honest. The defense that they're throwing at us is not even half of what we saw with Philly.
Oh, nah, Philly
Not
was
even
playing
half
us
of what we saw with Philly. A lot of the
Yeah.
turnovers is our own bullshit that we're doing.
Right. Right. Right.
They
Right.
putting
Yeah.
pressure on the ball, but it ain't stoppable pressure. It's not like what we saw in Philly. Philly was swiping at every ball. Every
Yeah.
time we had the ball and we weren't dribbling, they was swiping.
Yeah. 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 Nah. I feel like Kelly Oubre gave him gave Brunson a real big problem.
Facts.
Yeah, he was giving him a problem, and I felt like Philly played us defensively. They played us tougher.
Facts.
I feel like with Indiana, you know, we just beating ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
If we don't beat ourselves in this game, we're celebrating.
For sure.
We're
For sure.
celebrating.
100%. Like if we didn't beat ourselves in game one, we'd have won by way more. Way more. A lot of those
Right,
turnovers off the inbounds pass, that's our mistakes. You know what
right.
I mean? Like a lot of that shit was us. And today too, a lot of it was us. A lot of it wasn't us, but a lot of it was us. But
Yeah.
if we would have played the right way, even with the refs making the calls they did, we would have won. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So absolutely. I mean, like I said, this series is winnable. If we
Yeah,
want to
fact.
win this series, it's winnable.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 1,000%. But anyway, man, anything else you want to talk about?
Nope. Just get our shit together for Sunday.
I'm gonna say one
Sunday,
thing before. Go ahead,
Sunday's
go
an
ahead. From
early game, so it's
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock y'all time game.
Yeah, they said 3 o'clock, 3:30 around there.
Yeah, yeah, 3:30.
3:30. Yeah, 3:30. So yeah, man. On to the next. Fuck everybody in the media, cause I know y'all gonna talk shit tomorrow.
Right? We take that L on the chin.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna take that. We're gonna get up. You know, dust everything off. You know what I
Facts.
mean? And
And get
Sunday
that
here we
dub
come.
on Mother's
That's it.
Day.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, y'all appreciate everybody that pulled up. Always love to everybody, to every single person that pulled up on the chat. Follow us on all platforms:
Yep.
YouTube, Discord, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and
Spotify.
Spotify. But hit that subscribe button, that like button, share for your peoples, and let's go Knicks.
Let's go.
Peace, y'all.
Later, y'all.